Shall we play a game?
I'm going to blame chat already. I'm chatting away, but I was should have gone live. Right. Hello, Rails of Illinois. Andy from North Yorkshire. I'll be up that way in not too distant future. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mark B. Hello, other Andy, who was first Andy, in fact, today. Hello, Florian. What are we going to do today? I don't actually know. So we're going to start over here. And we're going to make something to run on Peak. Not Peak? No, not Peak. The bridge things. First, fourth, whatever it is. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Seems fair. Okay, formation builder. I want to add an official thing. Hello, class 710 Goblin Line. How are you? I am doing well, folks. Didn't have a lot of sleep, though. Now, I don't want the 170, which might sound funny. I think we need a 37. We need a 37, don't we? Actually, no, we need. Yes, we need a 37. That one. That's what we need. One of those. And we want to add. Now, I don't know if this will actually work. Okay, so you can't connect a 66 to it, but you can connect a German loco. That's interesting. Okay. Alright. Let's put some freight on it then. Moo. And what else can we put on here? It should be starting to limit me by now. A rusted sea cow. Oh, yes. Now, what else can we put on here? Limestone hopper? Yes. And we need something else. That's what we need. We need an entire railhead treatment train. How are we going so far? Zoom, pan. That's what I want. Right click. What do we got so far? It's looking good. We don't have an entire railhead treatment train though. We've got one carriage. We need more than this though. Gotta make this into a proper train. Some cement. Well, that went well. Sigh. I'm not adding a cement wagon. No. Train go boom. Hello, that train guy. Andy says, do you think the Class 484 livery in TSW looks goofy? No, I don't think so. Why? It didn't like me calling it Haggis Train, clearly. But we're doing this again. But this time I'm not going to add cement. Right. How much of my train still exists? There's the question. Let's find out. Do you think it's none? I think it's none. Alright, we're not doing a cement wagon this time. 37. Where's it gone? There. 37.5. Euro Phoenix. Add. Blue Sea Cow. I'm just making this up as I go along, you know that. Rusted Sea Cow. There's two. Rusted Sea Cow Rusted. Oh well. Just show me not to add a cement wagon. What else do we have? We had an RHTT. That's a class 66. What would happen if I put a 66 in the middle? I think it would go poorly. Rail. Can't type rail. Okay, so we want that. And I want... What else do we want? We're not putting on the cement wagon this time, because we know what that did. I think another sea cow. Why not? And what we should do is save. Add. I've learnt not to put anything other than carriages in the middle of this. Now I think we need a passenger carriage. We need a passenger carriage, don't we? There's a brake van. Put a brake van in there. 16-ton wagons. These aren't braked, I think. So no, I won't put that on there, and I won't put the van on there either. Because if I put stuff on there from Peak Forest, I won't have brakes. What else are we going to put on there? We're not doing that. We learnt from last time. Limestone. We can have a limestone. Ooh, do I dare put a Tees Valley thing on? That's what crashed it before. I don't think so. No more Tees Valley. Why is Tees Valley DSN? What about a Flying Scotsman? Ooh, a tank wagon. Yes. What have we got so far? How long's our train now? I can't pan it far enough. No, I can't. Don't call me that. It's not Tuesday. I did enjoy sitting in the office the other day, and everybody goes, "Happy Easter," and I go, "See you next Tuesday." And they're like, "Yeah, what now?" We need a passenger carriage, don't we? Which one? Maybe I'll put the brake van on it. I don't know. Why can't I see any passenger carriages in here? Is it decided that because I'm building a freight train, I'm not allowed to have passenger carriages? But I can have locomotives, and we know that won't work. So it does look like I cannot mix them. Isn't that boring? That's supposedly passenger. Oh, we'll just put a brake van on it then. This may not work though. But we'll try. It's not a brake van. Didn't I have a brake van? I think I'm mixing my brake systems here. I think this is going to be poor. I think this is going to be very poor. That's what I chose. 12-ton. Oh, 12-ton van, not 12-ton brake van. 20-ton brake van. There we go. You can have that. Right, now we've got a brake van on the back now. Alright. It's looking alright. Let's save that. And let's save it again, just in case. Let's come out of here. And we'll save it again. Good UX there. Andy says, because delivery of the Class 484 in TSW isn't accurate to real life. Well, it might have been accurate to the one that actually had it. That train guy says, get Scotsman to do 150 mile an hour and slam it into another train. How are you going to get Scotsman to 150? All right. Let's come out of here. Let's come back to our route. To the trains. Choose a route. 50. Timetable. On foot. Now, where are we going to go? I can go up there. Mark Hinch. But let's go a bit earlier in the morning because, you know, 10 o'clock's boring. 7:30. Probably not March, though. April. Man, dynamic weather's fine. Play. Right. So this is Mark Hinch. Hi. You're just going to walk into my face just like that. Okay. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Now, the question is, which way? They go to Edinburgh. Which way is the right side to put a train on? Dundee. So Dundee trains go that way. So we want to go on this side, don't we? Better spawn our train up here. Because we want to go this way, because if we go the other way, we'll just get into the big white mess. Alright. Let's do this. Hopefully, it's not already reserved. Where's my haggis train? Where's my haggis train? I want to spawn a haggis train. Can't I have custom formations on this route? Well, that was a complete waste of time then. I can have individual cars. I can't spawn a formation on this route. Well, there goes my grand plan. Alright. Do we have to do this again? Oh, actually, no, I know what I need to do. I'm being silly. I want to spawn that. And then I want to do a custom formation, and I want a haggis train. Okay, I was just being what you would call in the industry a dick. Alright, there we go. Let's have a look at our haggis train. Because we've got the road now. We've got a blue thing. We've got a brown thing. We've got another blue thing. Another blue thing. Another brown thing. And a black thing. And a red thing. And another red thing. Now, what I'm really curious about, up this end of the train, it's got vacuum brakes. And up the other end of the train, see if we have no vacuum, up the other end of the train, I think I have air brakes. So I don't know if this is actually going to work. Alright, so we've got no brake connection between these, because we've got air brakes to here. It should be okay. I should be able to drag vacuum brake stock, surely, because if it's got no vacuum, which it doesn't, because you can see on the gauge there, it's got no vacuum, it shouldn't have any brake, should it? Says he, glibly. Well, we shall soon find out if that idea is right or not. How about these ones? These should be all air brakes. Yes, and they're connected. Air? Air. Worst comes to worst, we'll leave those other two behind and just block the railway. Air brakes, lovely. Right. Let's take possession of this beast and set the thing up. So master key. Reverse it to engine only will do for now. And brakes working? They are. Let's apply the independent. Headlights. I want some instrument lights. All these things should be fine. Why is it hissing at me? Stop hissing at me. Alright, the noisy thing's turned on. Handbrake's off. Now we need to put it on a path. Where are we going to go? I think first we should try and get into this yard. What do you think? I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Because I haven't been in that yard. I want to go look at it. And this is the only way I know how. Okay, let's put you on there. Set path. Now, I don't know if we'll be allowed to, because Rivet aren't terribly au fait with the new things that you're meant to be able to do. So let's try and pick a route. That looks like it can get out again. So let's come into here. Ooh, can. Excellent. Okay. Safety systems isolated is glowing. Why is that? Why is it saying safety systems are isolated? I've turned them on, haven't I? Oh, that's why. Okay. Need to put all the switches on. Probably should have put it in forward first, eh? Rolling. Noisy horn. Hello, Ryan King. Not going so great, Michael. Looks like I can drag those wagons with brakes. Vacuum brakes. Let's just go and have a look. Okay, turning, 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 turning. Brakes locked up, making flats. And the back ones are turning. How does that work? Well, okay, we're just going to have to pull harder, clearly. Gratuitous, almost pornographic bridge shot. Can't do the double bridge shot because I can't get far enough. That's okay. Home for tea. Ribbit is a small team, Andy. It's actually funny, you know, the people who complain about this route, because I have to admit, if we'd got this route before the uptick that was started by Niddletalbarn, people would be really happy with it, wouldn't they? It is raining, of course, because it's England. Well, not England, sorry. Scotland. Why do I have a yellow signal? Rails says the 79-mile-an-hour limit is useless for modern commuter trains. Well, you know, if the railways actually coughed up and did proper signalling and proper train control in your country, they'd be fine, wouldn't they? And they could run whatever speed they wanted. As long as their track was up to it. That train guy says TSW4 is better than TSW3. Seems fair. That's the general idea. Duckington. Hello, Duckington. How are you? I'm just waiting to see if I've got a red signal up here. Because I shouldn't have. But maybe I do. So I powered off just in case. And I'll blame chat in a few minutes. In fact, what I should do, in case I do end up blaming chat, is save. Just in case. Hello, Ryan King. Andy says, I like that the thumbnail of this live stream looks spooky because the red bridge looks abandoned and there's a purple effect. Well, funnily enough, when I got into my little image generator, I said, take this image of the fourth bridge and keep the red bits and make the rest of it spooky and purple with lightning. I think it did quite a good job. Duckington says, I'm stuck between getting Goblin or Fife. Scenery looks poor on Fife, but Goblin looks like it would get boring after a while. Goblin, if you like a true day's shift, Goblin's a good one. If you want some longer runs, Fife is a good one. And the scenery's actually okay on Fife near the line. Away from the line, it's a little bland. Better get back in here, I've got a signal coming. Somewhere. Must be around the corner. It's a terribly sighted signal. How fast am I going? Ooh, I'm going very fast. No, I'm not. Oh, it's not a speedo. That's my brake pipe. Idiot. 30 miles an hour is the answer, and we do have a red signal. Let's give it lots of brakes. But the question is, why do we have a red? More brakes. I think the brakes on my train aren't working all that well after all. Are we going to stop? Let's give some independent as well. And I can feel us sliding. 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 Oh. It's a good thing I saved that. Replay. Oh, don't start there. Main menu. Yes. Go back to the save. Come on, load the save. Load the save. Is that the one I want? It's just going to go back where it was, isn't it? So my brakes weren't actually working. So lots of loco brake. Got some train brake going on. We'll approach the signal more slowly. That's better. 5 miles probably a little too slow though. Will it let me drive after a save? I noticed the instrument lights aren't on anymore. There we go. What about our headlights? Are they on? No, they seem to be on. Got the high intensity light. Count them. 1. There will be more services coming on Fife, and they have talked about doing some scenic upgrades. They haven't promised scenic upgrades, but they've talked about them. They have promised more services. In fact, I can tell you what's been promised. How fast is the signal? It's fine. Let me go and find the promise, because we got given clearance to actually tell people this. I just got to find it. They will have, just checking how far that signal is, 33 new services to the base layer. So this is everything, this is with the route. To and from Edinburgh Waverley to Cardenden Beath. So I assume that must be the 170. A layer with 6 rail tour services using the Flying Scotsman, the Mark 1 and Mark 2 coaches, and the Blackpool Large Logo Class 47. So that means you need Flying Scotsman and you need Blackpool. The Mark 2s, do they come from Blackpool? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can stop this time. And another 2 Rail 2 service users using the Black Jubilee with Mark 1 coaches. So that's the West Coast local pack. Well, the brakes worked fine now. Hello, Matty Lynn. How are you? Still red. It's around the corner, but it's still red. The question is, why is it red? It's a bit strange to me, because we have got a path. Oh, that's why it's red. Look, we're waiting for a train that's on our track. Oh, this could be embarrassing. Because, you know, he's on the same track I am. Oh, no, he's not. He's just changed. He was on my track. That probably means my signal's not red anymore. That is correct. Okay, brakes off. Off we go. Oh, listen to those brakes in that little one at the back squealing because it's got no wheels going around. Still generating flats on that carriage. That's okay. My driver doesn't care. Just give it more beans. Ryan says his London Bridge is going down. Is that a euphemism for something? It's alright out there. Nice and grey. Just turned that down a little in my ears because it occurred to me I'm probably yelling at you. It's not a windy day today. Only some of the windmills are working. Not all of them. Let's get some speed off. Brakes seem to be working fine now. We'll just let the residual pressure take the rest of that out because we're about to change tracks, I think. We are indeed. Heading off into the yard. We are now going where no man has gone before. You know what, game? I'm doing 32 miles an hour. Stop your complaining. Rails, typical of Rails, trying to draw the attention back to the United States because, you know, none of us actually care, Rails. But anyway, well, trains in the United States don't have to be assigned any track because use whatever track we want. Well, that's what dispatchers do, mate. They assign tracks. And I think you'll find they do have a normal running track. Well, my amps are climbing. We're running wrong rail here, in fact. We're going to pass a 170. Guns will shot. And that's clearly a train that's waiting to do its thing. Florian says, I don't have Fife yet, but I think Goblin is great, so realistic. As for the boring bit, depends what sort of driving you like. If you have the layers, there is also plenty of fun freight as well. Andy says, I saw a Reddit post called The Train Sim Community Deserve Better and thinks Dovetail has scummy practices. Do you know what Reddit's for? Reddit is the biggest collection of assholes in the world. That's basically Reddit. A place where they can go and speak their minds unmoderated. So no, I don't think that Dovetail have scummy practices at all. I think they're a business trying to make a living. And they are following the same DLC model that we all quite happily followed in Train Sim Classic. In that you buy it. So I don't think it's scummy at all. Matty says, hi. Trying to watch 2 streams at once, and you and Gentis, may not be Hentis. Hentis, maybe? May not be chatting much. Just wanted to stop in and say hi. No, that's fine. He'll watch 2 streams at the same time. That's okay. Hentis often streams at the same time I do, because he never sleeps. I forgot we were going uphill then. I just turned the power off, and gravity's been gradually eating away my speed. The simulator guy says, the store I work at is currently closed until further notice. We had a major chemical leak. Well, that's boring. No, I don't hate Reddit, Andy. It's just that take what you read on Reddit with a big grain of salt, because no one moderates it. So there's lots of useful stuff on Reddit. If you're trying to find out how to do something, there's a lot of useful content there. But, yes. Don't believe the people that get into the game politics. Oh, 4chan's an interesting world all by itself, really. If 4chan was around in the 1930s, it would have been full of Nazis. Because it's basically what it's full of now. Unfortunate that people still think that way. Because no race in this world is different, really. We are all humans. And none of us are better or worse than anybody else. And we go into the yard. Will this explode? Maybe. Who knows? Let's see what the yard looks like. Let's see if there's anything in it. That's something I didn't check. Is there anything in this siding? We'll know soon. Gesture in the medieval clown sense? Or something else? Now I think we might uncouple that poor unfortunate van that's not got wheels going around. Now does the guard's van have wheels that turn? Let's get up here and have a look. I think the guards van's wheels are turning, aren't they? Yeah, the guards van's wheels are turning, so what we might do is we'll shunt out this van when we stuck brakes on it. Once we get into the yard proper, and do a little bit of shunting. Oh, hang on. These points don't look like they're set right, do they? Oh, maybe they are. Okay, so there's more yard over there. Yeah. No, the points are set right. Whee! Wah! That way. How did I turn all the way around? I want to go see what's over here. What goes up here? Is this just a portal? Yeah, it must be, because it's out of the player area, because I can't go through the bridge. That must be a portal to nowhere, and there's an invisible wall there for no readily apparent reason. This is a missed opportunity. It should be full of stuff. And we're going up here somewhere. Oh. How interesting. Clearly not a well-used siding. It's a little bereft. Okay. Ryan says, honestly, that belief that we all have an innate worth and that no one is above any other is a big part of my self-talk for mental wellness. Excellent. Trains of Illinois. Hello from your backup account. I thought your other cat got killed. He was naughty. Ryan says, big wheel, keep on turning, proud Mary, keep on burning. Fair enough. Hello, C. You're watching the football. Who's winning? Where's my train? It's down there somewhere. It's doing 12 miles an hour, so there it comes. We're going to shunt out a poorly performing van. Question is, am I going to drive into this track full of trees? No, I'm driving into the one next to it. It'll be fine. So this is clearly a really, really well-used siding here. Even though the track's nice and shiny, it's got trees. And that's okay. Andy says, are all the goblins in the goblin line in the ground like groundhogs? Yes, they are all in the ground. They used to be a little easier to find, because they used to giggle at you. Actually, what we should probably do... reverse. Let's just kick this back a little bit. And we'll put that van outside the siding. Because we're going to put that van back on the train after we get rid of the dead wagon. That should do there. That should be quite okay there. It's not blocking any points. Let's unhook that and drag her forwards again. We're going to have to come back down that line that's full of trees. This should be funny. Come on, off you go. Come on, pull harder. Pull harder. Is that handbrake on? No. How could that one little car be stopping this train from moving? It's got a 3,800 horsepower diesel at the other end. There it goes. Right. Oh, bloody railroader keys. Okay. Now let's get rid of this thing. You can stay there. Let's go and check the points at the other end of the yard. I can start you brake releasing. Because I want to get back into this track here, which means those points are set straight. Those ones are set that way. Let's bring our train up. We've got to come all the way up here to go all the way back there. Well, and we're going to have to get a path too, because we're going to have to go out in the main line. Well, okay then. All right, we can do that. That's fine. Let's take her forwards until we get to our stop point, and then we'll set a new path. And we shall continue our little adventure. I don't appear to be in that cab. I'm not. I have disappeared. Where have I gone? Oh no! Your team won. Congratulations, C. Who is your team? Welcome to Mention Football today. We're supposed to stop here so we can finish this one, and then we'll set a new path to go out and then come back. And doop, finished. Of course. Okay, remove path, confirm. Now we're going to try and get sneaky. So I'm not sure if it'll let me do this, but what I want to do, I want to go back to here. Will it let me do it? Ah. Now what's it figured out for us though? Oops. What's it going to get me to do? It's going to get me to go out there. Alright, and then it's going to get me to run. You know what it's doing? It is! It's going all the way around the loop to get back there. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I like it. It's gone all the way around. Okay. It's not quite what we really want to do, though, is it? So let's take that path off. And let's add a slightly better path. Let's just bring it down to here. Not too close to the signal, though. Right, let's go there. Let's let our brakes release, because I had them pretty hard on. Ryan said he didn't know what goblins looked like and had to research them. Very good. It's good to learn about stuff. Who knows what goblins are meant to look like? Andy says, what do you think of Greek mythology? Well, my wife's Greek, so, you know. Greek mythology, Greek history, one or the other. Ooh, those two very nearly, very nearly unbuffed. Look at that. A height difference in those two. Signal's green, very good. C says it really is good, mate. Improvements needed. It sounds outside cab, but overall it's good. Yeah, I think that's about it. Well, it's actually quite interesting. Even some of the classic haters that hate absolutely everything actually kind of like Fife. It's weird. But, you know, that's fine. Ryan has the hots for most of the Greek goddesses. Well, I married one. It's probably wasted because she won't be watching. Trains of Illinois caught his first CSX heritage unit. Once again, trying to drag us out of Scotland into America. This is Scotland Day, my friend. The only way you could do it at the moment, I did see a video of a Class 69 on front of two SD70 Max. And I have to say, the Class 69 looked like a hood ornament in comparison to the SD70 Max. Now, we actually don't have to go much further than this, so I don't have to go all the way to my stopping point, but I will. Because we do at least need to get past these points here so we can push back. It's interesting that this part of the route around this yard, there must be plans for this yard. Because why would you do all this really nice scenery around the yard when you're not going to use it? It does seem a strange thing to do. Because look at this, is quite nice here. It's kind of better grass scenery over there than it is out in the main line. Oh well. Just let our train drift to a halt here. Oh, come on, don't drift to a halt that much. I want you to actually get to the stopping point. Ooh, something's not happy in this consist. I reckon something's got the brakes on still. One of them. Come on, 23 yards to go. Let's make it scream. That'll do. There we go. All stop. Right, now we need to set a path back the way we came. Set path. Not quite where we came from though, because we want to go back into the other road. Because we want to go and pick up our little van. So I'm going to put the path there. Because I think it won't let me put a path through a train. Into reverse. Just let the brakes come off for a bit. I can still hear them. There we go. That's Aston Villa, fair enough. And Florian likes drinking ouzo, also fair enough. Break the matrix, apparently. Well, we're going to go pushing through some trees in a moment, so we may do. C says, honestly, it's a really enjoyable route. I said, no sale route, not getting it, but it grew on me, and you got, so you've got it, haven't you? Yeah, I don't really know the story behind the build they used. I think something just went a bit sad, really. So this is a bit crappy over here. That needs some texturing. You think the goblins are Shreks? Maybe they're baby Shreks. I wouldn't know about dogs anymore. This is a cat house these days. You don't have a dog anymore. Back we go. Bagel Bomb misses the giggly goblins. Yeah, so do I. I actually reckon it was kind of cool. I could see why people get annoyed by them, but, you know, just make it something you can turn off. Like the announcements in Fife. Just make it something you can turn off. I would think if you put, without creating another sound channel, if you put all of those things onto the music channel, and then people could turn the music channel up and down as they wanted. That would make it easy. And just since we're pushing back into an area that's full of trees that may or may not have collision on them, I'm going to save. If they don't have collision, it's fine, but if they do, this is going to go poorly. Andy says, before Fife Circle existed in TSW 2, somebody made a Class 101 into the Class 171 170 livery designer. Oh, there's lots of things like that. There's some very clever people in Creators Club, there really are. There's also Train Sim Community, if you haven't been to look at it, which has got lots of mods. Let me get you a link, in case you don't know of it. I don't generally run mods on stream. I sometimes do. But I do play them. I wonder if it set all the points. Should we look? Yeah. That looks okay. We're going to be running beside the track with the worst of the trees. Hello V for Vitty. How are you? Guten Morgen to you as well. Train says Metro has SD70 MACs. Yes, they do. C says, question, on the layers list for routes on Southeastern High Speed it says AI 385 for scenery effects. Oh, that's usually just means there's trains just sitting around somewhere. We're coming into the track with trees. We're not going into the worst of it. You know, I'm almost tempted to try and push through these trees just to see what happens. We might do that on the way out. Because, you know, I'm curious. I need to know. Besides, it'll be a funny clip. The 37 does sound very nice, I agree. C says the 170 is modelled well, sounds need a tweak, but it's good overall. Ah, so it's the medieval clown type of jester. I actually quite liked them. The jester was, I don't know if you've looked at the history of it, but the jester was an incredibly influential person in the court. They weren't there to be funny. They were there to distract from uncomfortable moments. Here's our first tree. We're going to mow it down. Oh, no collision on the trees. That's good. Just go through the trees. Stirred up the petrol in the TEA wagon. Andy would be happy for a Toronto, Ontario route. That'd be cool. Ryan's got his Xbox X. Fantastic. And downloading 75 DLCs. What should you drive first? Whatever you want. Go and get yourself a 75-sided die. Let me work that out. Hang on. Let me just start my calculator. So you've got 75 DLC at an average of 55 Australian dollars each. That's $4,125. And if I convert that to Canadian, 4125 AUD to Canadian, 3,634 Canadian dollars. That's an amazing amount of DLC, my friend. All right, I need to come up here and throw these points so we can get onto our little van because I want him back. I'm stuck. I am in fact stuck. Can't get to the points. I know why. I'm on the 3 camera. It won't let me get that far from the train. On the 8 cam, I can do whatever I want. There we go. That didn't work. That did work. I hate it when the lever's backwards to the points. That's something people should pick up. Alright, let's come back and get this little van. Red Arrow has 63. I have to admit I spent a ridiculous amount of money on this game prior to becoming an ambassador too. So you're not alone. And I still spend a ridiculous amount of money on TSC. Every time there's a sale, I just start filling stuff out. I've got routes I've never played. One day. It'll happen. Just gently come back and bump into our little van so we don't upset our guard, because guards get upset when you smash their van. It still won't have brakes, but it's just a little tiny van. There you go. Little safety stop. And we'll come back and smack him. And our buffers went right through it. It's always funny when that happens. Plunk. It's a little bit better. Still not quite right, but a little bit better. Alright, now we need to set a new path. And let's come back to here. There would be good. Actually, there's probably a signal there, isn't there? Let's just come back to here. Just outside the influence of those points. I don't know if you've noticed this, by the way, but if you want to be able to change points, you should come outside the influence of the points. Now, there's only one way to do this properly. Hey, I'm back. Look. Okay. Aren't you meant to go that way? Go on, that way. Go the other way. No, the other way. What's it doing? I'm sure it's in reverse. That way. There we go. Now, I'll expect to see this clipped everywhere as we drive through trees, because, you know, it's going to be funny. Ah, that's far enough. So I should be able to change these points up here now. Wait. What am I doing back up here? Stop it. Bad game. Behave yourself, game. Okay, you know we need to do this. I think this is not a lever that's backwards. Yep. Righto. Trees. Okay. Move path, yes. Why doesn't it stay in the map when you do that? Wouldn't that be better? Now, where are we going to take this train now? Where are we going to go? Is there a crossover up here to get back on the right track? Yes, there is, I think. Yes, there is. Good. So, let's try and set a path to a station. Let's just set it to the first station, this one. Bring it there. Are we allowed to do that? We are. Fantastic. And what we're going to have to do is sit on the front of our train so that we can get video of it coming through the trees, because that's going to be funny. Red Arrow has all the UK routes. Michael says the total cost in Canadian dollars is $3,160.63 for everything. That's impressive, my friends. That's very impressive. It's amazing what we put into self-pleasure, isn't it? That sounds wrong. That sounds entirely wrong. Will the trees have collision? We travelled down the little used lines of the Scottish lowlands. Watch out for that tree, driver. There we go. Got through all the trees. No problems at all. That's a good thing. Let's come back a bit. Game doesn't like me. I'm going too fast, apparently. That's alright. We're going uphill. We should slow down again. We're only doing 23 mile an hour. He's trying to get Florian's wallet, apparently. Sounds like a plan. Andy says, oddly, there are Go Transit ticket machines in Oakville subdivision. The Go Transit logo is replaced with 2 circles and some of the text is replaced by lines. Well, I've done a stream where I made some Go Transit trains and we ran them using the Caltrain content. That was a long time ago. Off we go to Cardenden with our little ragtag freight train. Signal is green for the exit. This is typical Scottish weather, this, I'm told. C's still trying to convince Florian to buy the route. Andy wants to know if the zombies in Disney Zombies look like Joker from DC. I don't know, I've never compared the two. Ryan wants some freight, but a good passenger with a bit of Lakeshore East and West with Union in the middle. Could be good. Trains of Illinois doesn't like Metra's decision to purchase Stadler EMUs. Welcome to the world of flirts and kisses, my friend. Proper trains. Electric ones. We still very much have some brakes on in this consist somewhere. We're back on the right track now. Joined up again, C. Welcome to membership again, my friend. Thank you very much for the support. Highly appreciated. Florian's tempted. I reckon he'll do it. Ryan says we need a not safe for work channel on the Discord. There's a few too many kids in there. I'm in a Telegram group with a bunch of friends and we get pretty interesting, but we know for sure there's no kids in there, so it's fine. But there's a few too many kids in my Discord to do not safe for work stuff. Mind you, it is all train porn. Ooh, we can go faster. Oh, look at that gorgeous twin pillars of global warming right there. By the way, if you ever put a class 66 on this route, you'll discover it doesn't actually fit under some of the bridges. Fortunately, they don't have collision on, so it doesn't derail you. V for Viti says, until last week's TSW4 would not start with all the DNCs installed on Series X, since connecting to DTG Live while loading would cause a freeze. It's been fixed. That's good. I'm glad that's fixed. I know on my poor little Series S, I can only have about 7 or 8 of them and have it reliable. Any more than that and it just starts doing funny things. Whether you miss trains or it just doesn't load anything or it crashes. About 10 it crashes. About 8 or 9, beyond 8 or 9, 8, sorry, it just does weird stuff. Getting some proper speed now. Bagel says we should get all of our bagpipes and kilts out for the occasion. Ah, men in skirts with a rabbit slung across them. It's only 1 mile to Cardenden, so I should probably start thinking about slowing down. There's a random digger in a field. Look at, oh, look at that. That's one of Rivet's trademarks. Let me just put the brakes on before I come flying over here, because we have to stop soon. Rivet's trademarks. Beaver-eaten trees. Rivet do love a good beaver. Once we get into Cardenden, we'll figure out where we're going to go next. I haven't seen another train yet, which is interesting. Brakes off or we're not going to get to Cardenden. There's only one way to find out the answer to that question of whether you can have them all installed on the X, Ryan, and that's do it and see how you go. Ryan does say there are some great liveries for Go on CC. There are indeed. I didn't make my own Go liveries. I used someone else's. Like, you may as well get it, Florian. It's not awful. I mean, some of the scenery is really nice. This is really good. This bit here. I like this bit. And for the bits that are shitty, just run it in the fog. It'll be fine. Bagel Bomb says, like, this is a Scottish summer's day and true Scots would be wearing shorts in this weather. Well, I have to tell you, it was 12 degrees this morning. 12 degrees Celsius this morning at my place. And I was sitting out the front wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. And it's kind of funny that when I'm going into the UK, there's friends going, oh, well, you know, you're going to be here in summer, but make sure you bring some warm clothes. And I'm thinking, but the average temperature is 16 degrees, lows of 10, highs of 25. That's shorts weather. No, the Go Transit stream should still be there. I think it was something called Caltrain in Canada or something like that. I don't delete streams. Actually, not quite true. There is one stream I made private. No one noticed it at the time, but running one of the English routes, and a train that was not released went flying back the other way as an AI. And no one noticed it, but I made it private anyway. I could probably unprivate that one now because that train's been released, so I may just do that. Uh-oh, we're missing a gratuitous bridge shot. Hang on, we have to do it, don't we? Why aren't you focusing? Come on, focus. There we go, bit less depth of field. Fix the focal point a bit better. There we go. And shoot. And I should be able to save and upload, actually. Oh, I'm not signed in. Fine, I'm not doing that in front of you. We are good people of Cardenden. What does the PIS say? Come on, let me get back there. 9:07. Got a while before these poor people see a train. They're going to stand here in the rain for 30 minutes. But actually longer if I sit here long enough. Andy's phone died. Had to recharge it and restart. Ah, I'm not the only one that watches streams on my phone then. I think that stopped. That's fine. It's good enough anyway. Alright, we have arrived at Cardenden. So what we have to do is get up on top of this bridge. Actually, you know what we should do? I haven't been to Cardenden from a collectibles perspective, I don't think. Hang on. Let's just make things safe before we get out. I'm hunting seals. Is that allowed? Are we allowed to hunt seals? These people's umbrellas, they're quite difficult to negotiate. Train. Look at that. That little train. Looks like our little train. What have we got over here? That would have been a good place to hide something. This could be a challenge. No, we got through. Not a lot of collectibles at Cardenden, it seems. Not a lot at all. Okay. That's life. Let's figure out where we're going to go now. Her hair looks like a spider sticking out of the umbrella. Do you know your head sticking through your umbrella? It's quite a serious issue, you know. I'm not sure how you're going to deal with it. Yeah, what are you going to do when you fold it up? It's just going to get stuck in there. It's the Dovetail sheepskin jacket. We all need one of those, don't we? Oh, stuck. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, just because I'm tempting fate every time we do anything, it's, you know, anything you do with Formation Designer, it gets a little bit hairy sometimes. Remove path. Let's add a new path. Where are we going to go? Ooh, there's a train. We'll see that soon. There must be another yard or something around somewhere we can go and visit. Oh, there is. Look at that. Okay, let's come in over here. This might be a station, actually. I think we should come through the through track, don't you? We won't have a station on it. I think we should go there. Cool beans. Let us get out here. Get up here for the Gunzel shot of the departure. Because, you know, you have to. And we're going to leave the only way you should in wet weather. Look at that wheel slip management go. Bye-bye, people of Cardenden. Have a lovely summer's day. Ooh. Did you notice what I just noticed? We were being naughty. Didn't have a tail lamp. I can catch up with chat now, right? Where did we get to? C reckons Florian is quiet due to buying Fife. Could be. Bagel Bomb says nothing warms the soul like glorious clag. Indeed. I'm firing the oil burner on my steam railway tomorrow. They rang me up, and our train ops manager goes, I'm really sorry, but I need to put you on the oil burner tomorrow. Because you're the only one qualified for it. It's like, yeah, that's okay. I'd rather have coal, but you know, you gotta run what you gotta run. I'm out with one of the really nice drivers tomorrow. He's a really good guy. Full of stories. Many, many stories. He's had a long life. Many, many, many stories. Maddie says, I installed all the TSW 2 and TSW 2020 for TSW 3 on Xbox One, and it would not start, so I don't think we can have everything installed. I think on the X you might be able to, because it's got enough RAM to load it all up for the DLC manager. C says, your clocks go forward at 1 AM. I wonder when we change. Let me have a look. We come out next week. So we're in daylight saving right now, and we'll come out of daylight saving next weekend. Ooh. When did they get wires? They didn't have wires last time I streamed. Maybe there's different ones. Who says you can't have freight on 5 Circle? Look at that. Perfect freight. Shall we join these people and see what a 37 looks like from amongst the crowd? I think so. That was almost a high-speed train. What are we doing? 50 miles an hour. That's not bad for a 37. Oh, Florian's thinking about it. What do you think, folks? Let's start a poll. How well does it work on the Xbox One, Maddie? Kind of curious. Because I run it on my S. It's okay on the S. I can't say it's amazing, but it's okay. I like our little train. It's just silly enough to be surviving. We are down to 40 and some more. Must have just been a nasty corner or something because we're allowed to speed up straight away. Apparently seal hunting doesn't go over too well. And C says summer is near. Look at this. This is summer. Oh, this is nice. I like what's happening with water in the game these days. This is good. This is proper Unreal water. I used to look at the water in the game and think, back in the late 1990s, Unreal 1 had the most amazing water, and they weren't using it in this game. Now they're using Unreal 4 water, which is good. So we travel through the Scottish countryside. Soccer pitches. Those, to me, look like they're sideways. They should be the other way up, I think. Because they're not that deep in reality. Why have they got 6 of them? Oh well. Playing 5-a-side, I suppose. As the thunder collapse away. Why doesn't the thunder happen inside the locomotive? You never hear thunder inside the loco. It makes me sad. Lots of little hooses with their trampolines. They're all very similar, aren't they? Could have gone a little more effort in this town, I think. Just blow the horn after the station. It's all good. It's fine. C says he promises he's not a bad influence. And he wants Slender Man in TSW 4. And wild animals. There are some animals here and there in TSW 4. No tigers, though. We need some tigers. There are cats, though. Some of the routes have cats. Peak Forest has a cat. And there's another route that's got a cat in the signal box. Is anybody doing DTG's Easter challenge? Florian's voted yes to influencing himself. Fair enough. I haven't looked at Creators Club, but I imagine there are some liveries for the 170 up there by now. I reckon that's probably one of the bridges a 66 wouldn't fit under. See, now up this end of the route we don't have... excuse me, don't have wires. But at the other end we did. It'd be cool if this industry had a siding. Could drop off aggregate or something for. Looks like a cement factory. We don't need the pole anymore because Florian's given up. He's going to buy it. You could always wait for a sale. Andy asked, what's my thought on stereotypes? I think they're silly. C says some of the poles have wires, some don't. And C is rejoicing in his influential powers. In that Florian is getting the route now. Florian, with more layers, updates, and extension to come, it's a win-win. That's true, actually. There is an extension coming to this. Sometime around June, July, when the real route's supposed to open. Insert random cat here. Ryan thinks, what if you bring a cassette player and some AC/DC into the cab? That could work. When I'm playing and not streaming, I'm usually playing techno. Loudly. What's this signal? Ooh, it's red. Should be fine though. Only doing 25, what, 30 mile an hour? Yes, we're dropping quite quickly. This should be good. Interestingly, my stopping point's after this signal. Must be a train coming. I feel comfortable. Is my stopping point actually before the signal or after it? Oh, it is before. Okay. Let's go up to our stopping point. Gently. What silly question would you suggest? Brian. C was said I was against it, watched 20-30 minutes preview and turned it off, but more scene of it grew on me. It's really good, some bland places, 170 needs some tweaks. Alrighty, where are we going to go now? So this looked kind of like a station on the map, but the station's actually up here somewhere. It's all the way up here. All these fun places. Back to our train. Where can we go? Ooh, choices. I wonder if we're allowed out into the portal. Should we try it? Oh, I can go there. We're going to have to back up, though. And just in case, options, save. Seems like a good plan when we're going out to a portal. Because I might end up outside the playable area and then I'll just disappear. Still got lots of brake drag going on behind us. I clearly haven't given them enough time to pump up. C says it's an enjoyable route with challenges. It can only get better. Lorian says I am officially folding and I'll get it tomorrow. C says he wasn't a bad influence after all. Train says I usually add power while I brake. Power braking is a normal technique. But these trains have buffers, so it doesn't really matter so much. Let's come and listen to a 37 come through our station. As we rip that lady's umbrella out of her hands and take it with us. What's he doing? He got stuck on her. That's a bit weird. He just walked up and gave her a cuddle. Must be a Scottish thing. Particularly when you're going downhill, powering while you brake when the train allows it, not all of them do, is a valid technique to keep your train stretched out so it doesn't all bunch up behind you. So if it's a freight train, it doesn't really matter very much. But as a passenger train, it's more comfortable for the passengers to keep it stretched. Otherwise they go gunk, gunk. I keep getting tempted to build a scenario for this route that makes the route really busy. I just kind of think that would be cool. Going to blast through another station in a moment. I'm missing a gratuitous bridge shot, but it's okay. The signal's green. It's all good. There you go. Got our bridge shot. So we cruise over onto the wrong rail now. Now, I'm just going to save here before we go into the potentially unplayable area and get kicked out. It's always a risk when you're heading up towards a portal. We'll end up backing out of here because back to that station. Poll about strange pizza toppings. Oh, we can do that. That is the power braking concept. Keep power on while you brake. I didn't do it there. Should we do a poll on that incredibly divisive topic? There's a clearance vehicle in the public build. Have you guys seen these before? Whoops. Oh, stuck in a bridge. Have you guys ever seen these? They don't normally leave them out in the public build. Let's just stop that train, because that's probably a really good indication that we're not going to get much further. But these are how they build and make sure that bridges and things like that are always going to clear. So they have an amount that sits outside the train. They have the train itself. This one's actually a little bit low. I think that's... Is it a 385 carriage? Might be. And they have the different clearance heights that they want stuff. So it depends what they're going to be able to run through there. And that one's just under 5 meters. Alright, I think we should, now you've had that little treat, and this scenery clearly just ends up here, so I've got a signal anyway. Let's take it to the signal, why not? No, we're not going to be that divisive, right? The only thing you missed, Florian, was we discovered that under the bridge, where they clearly don't expect people to go, because of course no services go up here, there's a clearance set up. And these are not normally left in the public build, so now you know what they use. Well, we're mowing through another set of trees. On our way to a red signal, which we're probably stopping right in front of it. There we go. Let's stop. Stop. Oh, fine. Don't stop then. See if I care. Let's go backwards. Oh, this is going to be so close. Ah! How close is that? You know, you wouldn't want to get much closer, would you? As they say in the classic movie, that'll do. She's looking out there going, ooh, I don't have to call the signalman. Oh well, let's set a path out of here. Who's clicked remove train when they didn't need to before? Let's come back into this station. It will let me, very good. Okay, reverse. I'm going to start... drop the train brake off, but I'm going to keep the independent brake on, because if I roll forwards, we're going through that signal. So let's get some power on. And once the amps pick up, I'll release the independent brake. Actually, they're not going to, because I've got an engine off. Okay. Alright, feels like it wants to go. Let's go. Yes. Back we go the way we came. Stretching inwards trains of Illinois is called buffing. That's where you compress the train, so it's not really stretching it at all, that's compressing it. Where'd you go, train? Let's be in the van. If I can get into here. Yes, okay. Let's be in the van while we crash into the mysterious 385. Driver? It's not even on the tracks at that end. Oh well, that was fun. Another tree. Whap. It'll be interesting to see what changes to route building free roam brings, because this is a portal, so you can see some effort's been made in the buildings. They're not floating. On old routes they would have all been floating because you could only see their roofs from a distance and no one cared. They wouldn't have had fencing and the like, but they do here. I just hit something, didn't I? It's a yellow signal, all good. I better get back in the cab though, because it's actually it won't squeak. Is that a floater? That building there? Where was it? No, maybe not. No, it's sitting on a concrete base. Don't slow down that much. Happy Easter for those who celebrate, by the way. I did forget to say that before. Hello, Transport Gamer. How are you? How much of the 11 branches actually tracked? Is it all of it? Ryan can't tell if there's ketchup on his chest or if he has a rash. Okay. Why does it feel like the brakes are on? They're not. Oh, actually, we've got a tiny amount of vacuum brake on. That's why the brakes feel slightly on. Interesting. There's no vacuum bleed valve in these, I don't think. People clearly like pineapple. All the people go, why are you back? And we go, because we can. They're probably starting to play havoc with their timetable, I would imagine. Because right about now there should be a train behind us. Forgot about gravity. Don't forget about gravity, folks. You'll float away. So I do kind of think that there should be a train running behind us now. 9:26. Oh, maybe not. We haven't explored this station, have we? Yeah. Better go do that. Stay up. No seals. Wrote them up. Seal. Oh, found that one before, clearly. So I have explored this station. Race ya. It's only a window. That's embarrassing. Was it Hentus that did a real life Train Sim World video of banging into walls on blank posters trying to get them to come out? I think it was. Maybe I should do that in the UK when I'm there. Just go and bang into a blank poster somewhere. Actually, I haven't set a path yet. Better do that. Where are we going to go this time? Is there a crossover? There is a crossover. So let's come down into one of these through tracks here. Actually, they're all platform tracks by the look of it. I don't want to go into the yard, because going into the yard we've just got to come out again. So let's go to here. Seems fair to me. Back at one of my employers quite some time ago. I hope that signal's not red for me. It is not. Is good. But back at one of my employers a long time ago, we had a server fry itself. And the guy that built the replacement server had a bit of a sense of humour, so he called it Phoenix. Only he spelt it wrong. So for the rest of eternity, we had a machine called Pheonix. It would make a good short. Maybe I should do it. Take my little travel tripod. I'm still trying to decide what to take with me this time. Do I take a real camera? And all of its charging paraphernalia? Or do I just take my phone and the GoPro? It's an interesting question. If you're wandering around a San Francisco station, make sure you keep looking down because, you know, San Francisco is the city of poo on the footpath. Human poo, sadly. Well, if I take a real camera, I get photos that I can manipulate more later, but the reality is most of the photos I take on the phone, I don't need to. Yeah, San Fran's a strange old place. That looks yellow. I didn't hear the TPWS go off then, but it did go off and I acknowledged it. Just I think I did. What are my brakes doing? No, they're fine. So we're heading for the crossover to go to the up Cardenden line. Why did that go off then? Oh, it must be a speed change. That was putting in a fare collection system, Ryan. Reminds me, I need to check if I have heard back from Cardenden Railway or not. Let's have a look. No, not yet, sadly. No. That's okay. Another yellow light coming up. No magnet on this one, maybe. We are already doing 30, so we're good. And we shouldn't need to cross over. Let me check my exact dates. Tree. I fly out on the 22nd. And I'm going to have a blame chat moment. No, I want emergency. I really do want emergency. Ah! We're not making it this time. No, bad kitty. Bad kitty, and I haven't saved for a while. Let's hope my last checkpoint was nearby. Oh, it's here. Okay. That's your fault, Florian. Do we not have a path? We don't, do we? I don't think. No, we don't have a path. That's interesting. Oh, it's before... Oh, it's all the way up there. Is this the other branch that goes out this way? Let's go out there. We're going to try it. I think we'll go to the last station out here. Is there a crossover to come back? Yes, there is. Good. Let's go out here to the last station. Dunk. Yeah. Let's see how well the train wants to behave. Do I need to set anything up? Now we're in reverse. That's not good. We want to be in forwards. What else needs setting up? That's fine. I think that's okay. That looks okay. And we're leaving anyway, whether I want to or not. Off we go to Linlithgow. This is the Class 37/5 Rail Phoenix Rail Operations Group. And the type of train is just a mixed goods. We put it together in Formation Designer because I could. That's alright, Florian. It is my responsibility to keep an eye out, not yours. I don't think the brakes are stuck on in that squealing in the brake van anymore. It's not squealing anymore. I think restoring from saved it. Let's try something with... Can we get close enough to this thing? Not really. Some of these make noise. Don't think... Yeah, I don't think that one does. Basically, Matt, this is just the kind of thing you can do with Formation Designer. So we jumped in and created ourselves a little freight train. We had to edit it and leave a car out in the yard because it had stuck brakes. Hello, Daniel Robert Jowett. How are you? Come on. First application, please. I feel deja vu. Have we been here before? Playing some New York Trenton. Very good. Another empty yard. Rivet, you need to fill those up. We're just running a Formation Designer train on Fife Circle. Because we can. Should go and find ourselves a tram later too. This is a station people were complaining about it's untextured. I just think it's white. Doesn't look untextured. Why are Rivet's tunnels so loud? Doing the winter in the city scenario, fair enough. Trenton's got people again, I saw. I don't remember that being announced, but they seem to have people. Ryan asks, I have one of my what is prototypical questions. Say you were driving this route in the 170 and a 1% downgrade, but you have a high speed limit. Do you throttle up as long as no wheel slip? Yes, you would throttle up, but before you get to the speed, you're going to want to throttle back so you can control it. So you're still not allowed over the speed limit. Yes, free roaming all over Fife. That's it exactly. That's what I should have called this stream. We'll just spray our free roam train everywhere. Yeah, it's time for a gratuitous viaduct shot. That'll do. It's like a big motorway over there. We'd call it a freeway, but you know, the UK people call them motorways, I believe. I think that's true. Let me know if I'm wrong. Prepare for another loud tunnel. Will we get loud back here? That's the question. Why am I tinged with black and white on my camera? Weird. Well, this is strange. We've gone out of the world with our camera. It's always interesting when you see this sort of thing happen. You see just how things are actually planted from underneath. You can see these buildings, for example, are in the earth, not just sitting on it. It's the big mural. Alright, crossing the giant bridge. Ah! It is a very big structure, isn't it? It's a massive river. Actually, it's rivers like this that give someone who's not visited the UK an idea just how wet it is, because all this water has to come from somewhere, and the entire UK island, it just isn't that big. Get up a bit higher. You don't hit so many things this way. There we go. Whee. Canada it would call it a highway. Yes. We call it have highways too. Highways, freeways and tollways. got a yellow signal up there. Let's have a first application, I think. Someone brought me a bunny. Someone who doesn't want to be on camera. How annoying is this? Annoying little bunny. Yeah, now there's a cat. She's coming to see the bunny. I better pay a little bit of attention. There's a red signal coming. Why do we have a red signal? Oh, that's because we need to cross over there. Is there something coming? I'm not in danger at the moment. Is there a train coming? No, there's not. So why have I got a red signal? That's weird. Maybe we can't do this path. Or maybe it won't clear until I go up there. Let's try that. Florian says I did something a little silly, weird, crazy about a week ago. I bought myself a DB train driver's uniform off eBay. I wore it one evening and surprised my partner when I came home from work. It's like, hey, look, honey, I've got a new job. Why wouldn't you? Let's see if this signal clears when we get up to it. Otherwise, we may not be driving a train on the branch. Is our TPWS going to go off? Doesn't seem like it. There it goes. It's possible a train has reserved a path a long way in the future. This is possible. It does happen. Let's just have a look on the map again. Nothing down there. Nothing down there. I don't really think there's anything there, so I just don't think we're allowed down that path. That, as they say in the classics, is fine, but I wanted to go round there, but I cannot. That's okay. We shall cancel this path. Remove path. Let's add a new path, somewhere we're allowed to go. Assuming we are allowed to go here. We'll go around to this other yard around here. Let's see if we can get into this yard here somewhere. Is there a track for it? I'm not sure there is, actually. Don't know if you can get into this end of it. Maybe you have to go down there and come back this way. Oh no, we can get in here, so there's crossovers. Can we get in here? Let's try here. Apparently. Still have a red signal though. Yep, not anymore. Still waiting for our brakes to release. I think that little van's giving us grief again. Actually, something I wanted to check before and I didn't think about doing it. Let's go at the back and just see if that little van on the back's got its handbrake on. The stove's gone out. No, it's released. Those are the weirdest signals, aren't they? When they look in the back, there's like a disc. I learnt it from a guy in Scouts. That's okay. What he always meant was, that's not okay, don't do that. And he'd say things like, really it should be like this, but, you know, what you're doing is like this, and that's okay. Come on, little train. You can do it. Obviously a slippery bit of track. Yeah, foot brakes like the Flintstones, Maddie. Are we going to move? Beginning to wonder. Are we actually in forwards? We are in forwards. Ah, the rail driver had my brakes as off, but the train did not, clearly. This will help a lot. Watching them release now. Sigh. So, Ryan says areola brakes, so you're going to drag your nipples on the ground. Is this what you're getting at? It's going to hurt, dude. So what I think we'll do is we'll head round into that yard where I've set the stopping point. I've not tried to get up there. There are trains up there. But then I think we should set back over here over this bridge and come up into this yard. And see what's there. Why not? Seems fair. Might even try and get the freight train around that loop. That would be funny. See if you can. I'm not sure what's up in this yard. It looks like... Hey, that looks like a long version of this. That looks like a really long version of this. You know, I think we need to go up into this yard after we get to the other one. I want to see what they are. Oh. It's the Caravan Park of Doom. It's clearly caravanning weather. At least Brits know what caravans are. Hence the rash, says Ryan. Yes. Maybe a bit more than a rash, though. Be missing body parts, I think. Rail driver does get out of sync with the locomotive sometimes. It's an imperfect system. I think officially it's still a beta, isn't it, rail driver? have a look. Let's see. So I'm not sure if it is or not. Controls, advanced controls. It is still officially a beta. 2 versions of Train Sim World, and 3 years ago, and it's still a beta. Off we go to the Yard of Doom, or whatever it's really called. Oh, you can't go over there. That's sad. Rail driver for consoles would be excellent, Matty. I definitely miss it when I'm using the Xbox. These things are no match. The rail driver. Although it's not too bad. It's not as bad as using a keyboard. Oh no, we're going too fast. Too fast, says Kitty. Back to the world of high-speed freight. And easily climbable parkour poles. Excellent. Ooh. When did he pass us? Should we let that stand? I don't think so. Let's get him. Challenge accepted, class 170. I reckon the only hope I've got of catching that guy is he stops for a station. Because he's allowed to do 90 miles an hour and I'm not getting anywhere near that. The rail driver doesn't actually have any drivers. Hello, Neil TV8. Ooh, we're catching it. It's a race, lol. Only going a little bit fast. Fortunately, he had a station, so I got to catch him. Hope you're doing well, Neil. We're driving a semi-random formation around Fife Circle. We're just cruising the route. Maddie says on Hentus Rail streams on Thursday we came up with a new mode for Train Sim World hobos. Jump on a moving train and take a ride. That's always fun to do. I should probably start thinking about controlling my speed though, because we're going to have to change lines soon. I would expect. The fact that he's got the double yellow tells me that we're going on that track soon. Although, perhaps not. I just realised I'm going into a 90 limit. We'll see. When's the tram stop there? Any trams? Doesn't look like it. I still want to be able to drive that thing. We need Tram Sim World. We really do. That would really make this route if you could drive the tram. You can get on some moving trains, Madeline. If you get out in front of a lot of the passenger service trains, eventually they scoop you up. Not my signal, fortunately. But we will be crossing over because there's a red on that guy's track. The trams look like a bit of a roller coaster. They look kind of fun. A poll about turtleneck shirts. I don't think we can do that, Ryan. That's going just too far. Too far. Neil says managed to unlock the journey chapters for Bernlina? It's Bernina, isn't it? I didn't do the bug service. Instead, I did command into engine file. Ah, sneaking. Always good to go sneaking. Ooh. Tram. Ooh, they've got sound now too. They used to have a gong, but nothing else. Is that a red signal? It's not my red signal, is it? It's fine. Don't panic. Oh, that's why you can't get into the yard. It's the wash track. That explains everything. So some of those trains you can see on the map must be actually in these buildings. That's interesting. Yeah, I can't say I've seen a patch for Bernina, so you could be right there, Neil. Our speed is quite adequate for what we're doing. Let's just save this in case one of those red signals is mine. Just in case. See, that one probably is, isn't it? That one probably is my signal. We're going to go right through it, I think. Or... Either it's not mine or we did. Not sure. Look at that. Look at that. That's twice in one stream. Alright, let's set a path. Because I want to know... Oh, look. There's one coming now. We don't need to set a path. Let's pop out of the map. I want to see what this is. Oh, it's the electric train. Okay. We're still going up there. In fact... we need to go up there anyway, because I want to come back down that line. Or is that disconnected? Oh, that's a tram line, isn't it? I can't put a train on the tram line. No, can't do that. That's fine. But we're still going up here into this yard. Because we can. We're going to try to anyway. Let's see if we can get all the way up to here. Will it let me? Apparently. Green signal. Ryan says, now that I'm on the X, I can get that tram game. Oh, the view up Austrian tram. Yeah, that's quite good, actually. Maddie Lynn says, I wish I could get a Series X, but they're too expensive. I know that feeling. Daniel says, I wasn't paying attention and my speed wasn't adequate. Uh-oh. Ryan says, might have limited groceries this month, but I've been putting it off for years. Turning into summer rain now. Eddie says it's getting to the point my Xbox One games just aren't playing as well. Have you tried a factory reset on your Xbox, Maddie? My S got a little bit sad once and I factory reset it and it was good after that. Is my high intensity headlight not working? It's very dark. Andy says I've put a 158 on the tram line in the editor and it rang correctly. Okay. Maybe we need to try and put a 37 on the tram line. What do you think? Ooh, reward for the cab light. I don't need to wipe us anymore, do I? Cruising into town in a 37. Heading into the land of the bagpipes. TSW3 crashes when you play Kessel. The only downside of doing a factory reset on the console is with Train Sim World you will lose all your progress. Because it's not cladified. We might reach the end of the playable area here. We will see what happens. Because we're going to go through this station. A giant spaceship. It is the Thunderbird. I think it's Thunderbird 1, the big one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yep, it's Thunderbird 1, for sure. Alright. Wait. I want to be outside the train in the station. There we go. That looks... Is that my red? No, it's not. It's alright. Don't panic. We're going to go to another one of... Oh no, it's not whatever of its excessively loud tunnels. It's just a bridge. It's alright then. No. It's a tunnel that's not modelled fully. We're clearly not meant to go here. That just looks strange, doesn't it? Hmm. Can we fit in here? Prepare to depart the playable area any second. That's okay. I think we need to put this train on the tram line now and see what happens. Maddie Lynn says the only games installed on my Xbox, one of the TSW games. There's plenty of space for the rest of the DLC. However, that game doesn't start if everything is installed. Yeah, it's because it's got the... Whoops, that's red. We're going through this one. Yep. That's life. I wasn't expecting to survive that tunnel anyway. But let's try and put it on the tram line now. I think we need to do this. I need to know. Fife circle, yes. Timetable on foot. What's the closest place to the tram line? It's probably this station, isn't it? Haymarket. Play now. The DLC manager tries to load information for all the DLCs when it starts up, and that does make a little bit of a mess. Now, where is the tram line? We probably can't get to the tram line to spawn the train. I wonder if we can anywhere, because there is the tram line right there. Is there a hole in the fence somewhere to get over there? Because that's what I'm going to need. Well, I can try and spawn something on it from here. Let's see what happens. 37/5. And we want custom haggis spawn. It won't let me. It's not allowed over there. Well, we're not going to be able to do that then. Where else haven't we explored yet? What about there? What station is that? See if there's somewhere around there we can sneak over to the tram lines. Wants to put a thing on that train. Can I put a thing on a tram? Ooh. I can't set a path for them though. Don't you wish you could teleport there? That would be so good. All you can do is remove them. Oh well, the tram line's out of the question then. We're not going to have that happen. What should we do? We run a scenario. Actually, we can run a 385. Haven't done that yet. been a while. I think if you're going to that kind of meeting, Ryan, you're not going to have tea and biscuits. Let's run at 385. 631, you'll do. Let's make you a bit closer to the middle of the year so it's daylight. And let's get rid of dynamic weather this time. Go. We'll have to try and find a place where you can actually get to the tram line. I know you can't drive them. There was one station in the old route where you actually could walk over, but you couldn't get into them. Master key. Forward. Can't turn that one on. That's sad. Safety systems in this thing are out here somewhere, aren't they? There they are. I only put on AWS. I won't put on the others. Oh, I can have DRA, I suppose. Doesn't matter. Okay, passengers are loaded. Lock the doors. What else do we have to do? Lights, maybe? What do we do, lights? Lights, there we are. Dimmed. That'd be good. Alright, lock doors. $100 mph, apparently. So where are we from a map perspective? Okay. Well, that's actually where we tried to go with the diesel and we couldn't. Feels so strange looking through this little window, like a medieval archer. TC, hello, how are you? Daniel Robert Jowett says it's just gone midnight, in an hour it'll be 2 AM. Do you get an extra night's sleep this weekend, or do they take one away from you? Isn't it funny, this side of it looks like crap, and this side of it looks quite nice. It's like they just forgot one side of it. Oh well. I think it's Haymarket where you can get onto the tram line, isn't it? I think it is. So when we stop at Haymarket, we'll go and try and walk over to the tram line. See if we get away with it. I would suggest it's that way because of the strange shape of the front of the train. Because it's curved like that. Curved glass would be really expensive. Andy Burbridge says, I think it's Edinburgh Park nearest the depot. Wonder if you can walk out Haymarket. I think at Haymarket in the old Glasborough one you could. So we'll give it a crack. I'm being naughty. You know what? We're going to keep being naughty. Because I want to see if we can do this. And the sooner we get there, the sooner we'll know. Ooh. Oh, that's a bit weird. Floating grass. Oh. How fast can this thing go? Must be an AC powered train, this one. Go this quick. See you later, Florian. Have a good sleep. That train still draws funny. Florian doesn't like it, he's going to hate us all, you know that. They made me do it. More floating grass. Oh dear. No windows to open. We didn't turn on DSD, did we? Have a look. There's no windows we can open. Hi there. That's alright, isn't it? Someone will drive the train, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't look worried much, do they? I was just wondering if you knew, mate. Your hat's on backwards. That's why the sun gets in your eyes, you know? Yeah, look out the window in shame. Good plan. Still 7 miles to Haymarket. How you doing, gents? Having a good ride? Enjoying the trip so far? Very good. You know they've all got brown eyes, haven't they? Sweetie Boat doesn't have brown eyes. No, they're all brown. Brown? Brown, brown, brown. I would have thought in Scotland there would have been a lot more blue eyes. But, well, I've gone up in the air. Yeah, they're all brown eyes. No one with blue eyes in Scotland. That seems strange. 6 miles to Haymarket. Morning. How you doing? Ponytail in a suit. Good combo. Let's go to the dunny. You can't. Take care on your way in. Don't piss on the floor. Wait until you're inside. Yes. How you doing? Why is your carriage louder than the other one? Sounds a bit weird. Hi. Morning. 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 Going into the office? Don't have to do that anymore, mate. Got one button, that's enough. The NPCs always do look a bit upset. Wasn't this... Damn it. That's the bloody platform that you can get out at. And go to the train line. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Why haven't you stopped yet? We're only doing 100 miles an hour. How hard could it be? Are there signals behind us? we go as far as we can, then we'll walk. Better not go too quick in case we come across a red signal, I suppose. Because the game won't exactly be expecting me to do this. That's a really interesting question, Ryan. Will they make Asian NPCs for the Japanese route? I kind of hope so. No signal so far. All this to find out if we can put a 37 class on the trams. It's my sole purpose in life at the moment. I need to know. There's no signal at the end of the platform. This is a good sign. And that must be a police station building up there. We didn't go as far as I thought we did. We're back. Am I right in thinking no trains actually stop here in the Glasgow route too? Kind of think that. Sorry, folks. Got something to do. Not in that platform there. Huh. You can't quite get to the tracks. But you can't get to it. Oh no. Let's remove it. Let's see if we can get to it here. I'll move over a little bit. Don't think we'll be able to get in. That worries me. Put it there. Can open the door. Let's try and move it that little bit further up and see if we can do it. Try and do it here. Up there, maybe. Okay. Can we get to the steps? No. No. That's so sad. It's so sad that we can get this close, but we can't actually have it. Just out of interest. I can't set a path either. There's no way to force myself into that train, unfortunately. That would be good. Oh well. At least we know you can put it there. You just can't drive it. Just stuck. Still stuck. Back. Time to go to Edinburgh. Isn't that what I'm doing? If we go. Bye-bye 37. We wish you well. Enjoy holding up the trams. I came so close to being able to do that, and just disappointment at the last moment. Just total disappointment. I'm going to mention it to Kev. What is the name of that station? It's map. Waverley, Haymarket, South Gyle. Okay. I'm going to ask Kev to extend the range. I'm not going to pretend I have any influence at all over Kev. But maybe he'll be empathetic. We shall see. I remember when the electric route came out, I spent ages trying to find holes in the fence to get over there. What's down there? There is a fence around that depot, isn't there? Looks like it. Yeah, there is. Nowhere to sneak through over there. That'll do. Slightly past the stop marker, but not bad. Well, their escalator doesn't work. They have to walk. How sad. Old mate's gonna have to pull his suitcase up the broken escalator. Even these are noisy. Just occurred to me thinking about tomorrow's timetable on Puff. I reckon I probably have to light both locos. Mine and the other one. Because that fireman comes in later and he won't have time. The only bloke who'd know for sure is on holidays. I think I'll just light both. It'll be safer. No one cares if half their job's done for them and they don't need it done. This might finish us up for today, I think. Hello, Brad. What time am I starting tomorrow? 6:15 a.m. I'm running the 13:30 service. That's trains 13 and 30. Let's try not to run into the end. That would be embarrassing. Shut her down because we're not going anywhere else. And we want... oh, it's headlights. Headlights, there we are. Tail lights. Tail. That's what we want. Actually, I probably need to stay here, don't I? Because it will want me to shut the doors. That'll be it then. Alrighty, so we almost got a train running on the tram line, but not quite. Very, very close. Anyway, folks, enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much for hanging around. I've enjoyed the chat as ever. Always good to have you and always good to chat. So I hope you've looked at this slightly different view of Fife. And yeah, we can have a bit of fun with free roam and formation designer doing silly things, making silly trains. Alrighty, have fun, folks, and see you later.